Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital recaps for Friday, April 18th. Noted was a busy day in the land of Port Charles. If you missed the show, no need to worry, CTS has a full overview of everything that went down. Emma Drake Braden Bruner has already started serving her community service by volunteering at General Hospital. Felicia Scorpio Christina Wagner gives her the task of helping with art therapy, and then turns her attention towards Anna Devane Finola Hughes. After Emma leaves, Felicia is worried about the referendum on the Esplanade, and they discuss how Anna's job as police chief is safer with Laura Collins. Jeannie Francis, in office as mayor. Jocelyn Jacks Eden McCoy is also at the hospital having her ankle looked at by Isaiah Gannon. Sawandi Wilson. He tells her that she has a torn ligament that will feel better after 6 weeks of physical therapy. He asks Joss how she injured it, and she makes up an excuse about something that happened while she was on Easter Island. Joss then starts to follow Professor Dalton, Daniel Goddard, around, and after he exits the lab, Joss texts Bond to tell him that she is watching their friend, Sasha Corbin. Sophia Matson invited Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, to go with her to see the baby's sonogram. After it's over, he asks if he can send a sonogram picture to Michael Corinthos, Chad Jewell, and Sasha isn't sure that it's a good idea. She fears it would send the message that she wants him involved with the baby. Sasha gets home and ends up talking to Olivia Quartermain, Lisa Luciero. Olivia tells her that she is becoming part of the family and then explains that it's because she fits in. She shares a note that Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, wrote to her years ago, proving just how kind she can be. Liv said that whenever she is annoyed with the family, she takes the note out and reads it because it reminds her of the good that exists. During the General Hospital April 18th episode, Sonny returns Donna Corinthos, Scarlett Spears, to Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, and the two end up having a serious conversation. First, he explains that he is going to miss Rocco Falconeri's Finn cart debate in order to not cause Laura any problems at a school event. Carly encourages Sonny not to do anything at all about the referendum. However, the residents vote, let it stand, don't fight it in court. Sonny insists that he has to fight back because otherwise he will look weak, and that makes the family unsafe. Sonny also finally told Carly about needing open heart surgery. His procedure is a week away, and Carly insists that she is going with him. She asks who else knows, and he rattles off family members, then he says that Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, knows. Sonny explains that he has cut her off after finding out that she is Jen Sidwell's Carlo Rhoda ex-wife. Deception's new wrinkle cream is flying off the shelves, leaving Lucy Coe, Lynn Herring, Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seddon, and Maxie Jones Kirsten Storms all thrilled. Lucy heads to Sidwell's to tell him the great news. She arrives to find him chatting with Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, over a job offer. After Jordan leaves, Lucy tells Jens the great sales news and then shares that Natalia will be arriving soon to go over some business. He tips his hand and gleefully lets Lucy know that Natalia is his ex-wife. Lucy is beyond furious and reassures Natalia that she won't have a job with Deception for much longer. Meanwhile, back at Deception, Jason walks in and tells Maxie and BLQ that Sonny wants them to know that Natalia has been lying to them. He shares that she was once married to Sidwell, and both Maxie and Brooke Lynn agree that Natalia needs to go. Maxie shares that she would have never agreed to work with Sidwell, but Sasha came and explained away her kidnapping. She basically said that Sidwell isn't a bad guy at all. Jason leaves to find Sasha. Back at Sidwell's, he pressures Natalia to strike a deal with him since she is about to lose her job, and her kids want nothing to do with her. He makes it clear that he had her followed to the cardiologist in LA and wants something on Sonny. She cracks and tells him that Sonny needs open heart surgery. Jason returns home to the Quartermains and Sasha tells him that he should send a sonogram picture to Michael. He responds by asking why she sold out to Sidwell. Friday's episode of General Hospital took viewers on a whirlwind of emotions, as secrets simmered, truths were revealed, and connections sparked that may forever shift the landscape of Port Charles. With powerful character moments and pulse-pounding tension, the April 18th episode was everything soap fans crave, and then some. Sonny's confession. More than just a mob war. The episode opened with Sonny Corinthos sitting alone in his office at Pazzulo's, staring down at a prescription bottle with a rare vulnerability in his eyes. The mob boss has always been a pillar of strength, but viewers got a glimpse of the man behind the power, the one fighting a battle with his own body. When Ava Jerome arrived, Sonny tried to mask his fatigue with sarcasm, but Ava saw right through it. "You look like hell, Corinthos," she quipped, but her concern was clear. Sonny finally admitted he'd been feeling off for weeks, shortness of breath, dizzy spells, and chest tightness he chalked up to stress. Ava, not one to be sentimental, turned serious. "Sonny, what's going on?" she asked. And in a quiet moment that felt heavier than any mob war, Sonny whispered, "They think it might be my heart." He confessed to her that his doctor suspects an inherited heart condition, one that could cause cardiac arrhythmias or worse if untreated. Sonny hadn't told anyone, especially not Carly or Nina, and swore Ava to secrecy. "I don't want my kids thinking I'm weak. Especially now." Ava, surprisingly touched, promised to keep it quiet, for now. But her expression said otherwise. If Sonny's health deteriorates, how long before the truth comes out? Natalia's secret. Blaze's life will never be the same. Across town, at the Metro Court, Natalia Ramirez was nervously stirring sugar into her coffee while her daughter Blaze pressed her on the real reason she's been so evasive lately. Natalia tried to brush it off, but Blaze wasn't having it. "You've been hiding something from me. Every time I ask about our family, you change the subject," Blaze said, clearly emotional. Natalia, faced with no escape, finally broke. In a tear-filled confession, she revealed that Blaze's father wasn't who Blaze believed he was. The man who raised her had adopted her, but Blaze's biological father was someone else entirely. "You've met him," Natalia said, her voice shaking. "More than once." The bombshell. Natalia claimed Blaze's real father as Marcus Taggart. Blaze was stunned. "Taggart, Jordan's ex-husband. The guy who helped you out during the music festival chaos." Natalia nodded. Years ago, they had a brief, passionate relationship that Natalia ended when she found out she was pregnant. She didn't think Marcus was in a place to be a father, and when he got pulled deeper into his work with the PCPD, she made the decision to raise Blaze alone. Blaze was heartbroken, and furious. "You had no right to keep that from me," she whispered before walking out, leaving Natalia crushed and alone at the table. Jason connects the dots. A puzzle takes shape. Meanwhile, Jason Morgan was at the safe house, going over files left behind from the covert agency that held him captive. Anna Devane had been by earlier, delivering copies of newly decrypted files, and Jason's focus was laser sharp. As Jason scanned through the documents, names and codenames started clicking into place. Project Gemini, Subject Echo, Asset Sierra -9. All connected. And one name kept reappearing: John Brennan. Jason recalled Brennan's recent attempts to sway Sonny into an alliance under the guise of mutual protection, and now the connection felt much more sinister. The files suggested Brennan had been running a network of informants and rogue agents planted in key cities, gathering intelligence on high-level criminal players, and perhaps even manipulating events to orchestrate a massive takedown. But the piece that gave Jason pause was a redacted profile labeled, Asset Gemini, presumed dead. The profile description fit Jason to a T, his known skill set, physical description, and partial fingerprints. The agency had believed he was under their control. Or worse, meant to be a sleeper agent. "Did they train me for something I don't even remember?" he murmured. But Jason's train of thought was interrupted by Elizabeth Weber, who stopped by at Anna's request to check on him. She brought him food, and a dose of reality. "You're not just a soldier, Jason. You're a father, a friend, and someone people care about. Whatever they did to you, you're still you." Jason gave a grateful nod, but the look in his eyes said it all. The war inside him wasn't over yet. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Trina Robinson confronted Spencer Cassadine at Kelly's, having heard from Joss about Spencer's plan to go back to Europe to figure things out. Trina accused him of running away, again. "You don't need to figure things out halfway across the world. You need to grow up," she snapped before storming off. Spencer looked genuinely rattled. Could this finally be his wake-up call? Carly Spencer had a tense run-in with Nina Reeves at the Crimson offices, where a business partnership proposal from Deception Cosmetics forced them into the same room. Things went downhill fast. Carly accused Nina of clinging to connections with Willow, while Nina shot back that Carly was using Drew as her latest shield. The insults flew, but beneath it, both women seemed exhausted by the constant war. Is a truce even possible? Dante Falconeri, still recovering from his recent injuries, paid a visit to Olivia at the Quartermain estate. The two shared a quiet scene as Olivia worried for her son's future. "This life you're in, it's dangerous, Dante." He smiled softly. "I know, Ma, but someone's got to do the right thing." At General Hospital, Finn and Liz shared a moment of lightness while grabbing coffee, teasing each other about hospital gossip. It felt normal, for once. But when Finn's hands shook briefly as he picked up his cup, Liz noticed. Finn brushed it off. Could another medical storyline be on the horizon? End of episode cliffhanger. A gloved hand, a familiar voice. Just before the episode ended, viewers were taken to a dark alley outside Port Charles. A figure in a leather jacket approached a payphone and made a call. They're getting too close. Corinthos, Morgan, even Anna. We may need to activate Gemini after all. A gloved hand dropped a cigarette and crushed it underfoot. The voice was familiar, but distorted. The screen cut to black just as the call ended. Coming up next week, Jason questions whether he was ever truly free. Blaze confronts Taggart, and demands answers. Sonny collapses at the Metro Court. Natalia receives a threatening message tied to her past. Carly makes a bold move to protect Michael. General Hospital is firing on all cylinders right now, mixing emotional depth with mystery and long brewing storylines. Friday's episode set the stage for seismic shifts in the relationships and power dynamics of Port Charles. The past is catching up to everyone, and no one is safe from what's coming next. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.